This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to run it to the right. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Wiley. He'll be dropped. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to get started. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and 3. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To the air. It's Calandria. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The kick is on its way. Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Bama! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's eyes. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Fields the punt. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? No, he got loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Run in the red zone. It's Riley. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They go play action with Russell. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
2nd and long here. Quick give. It's Glavin. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Now here's Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Some misdirection with the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It'll be a draw. Hard running there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Ives. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes that Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback keep. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Russell. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Caught, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Calandria. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Throwing Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's got it inside the 35. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Long way to go on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on. Spread, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Ripping through the defense. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Russell on play action. Under pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Moving the pocket, it's Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Clark. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Straight ahead, it's Ives. Runs through a tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
And that play, man, I know you want to catch the defense off guard, and sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't. 3rd and long. Like, got to make a big play. They choose to hand it off. Defense wasn't fooled, and now this is a long 4th down, and you're trailing in this football game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Left side is Rodgers. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Right side, it's Riley. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Booster! Let it go!
They go play action with Russell. Turns it upfield. Spins away. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Squid. Ready, go.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. Lining up to add another. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Calandria. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 23 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cougars, keeping things within arm's reach here in this rank.
He's got it out. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing in on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Rides to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Russell. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They go to the draw. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Russell on play action. Escapes the pressure going right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeps it himself. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30.
Sweet. Go.
Throwing Russell. Looking long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work.
Open field on the right. The 30. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Brought down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They go play action with Russell. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
3rd and long right here. Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Hits inside. It's Ives. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Finds his tight end. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Husker! And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Finds a crease, it's Riley. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Russell. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. The 40. Spins away. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Running inside, it's Riley. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Using his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
Number 1 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll return it. He gets a block. Got all the room. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Right on target this time. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, it's Ives. Plows through the defense. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They give it back to him. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Drives inside. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They're all over him. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Slams ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Polly.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line.
Hey, take it. 28, 29 belts. 28, 29 belts. Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just smothered on the play.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back. put the pressure on their own defense.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Looking for Rome. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. He'll pull it down. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Right side, it's Hunter. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.